Hi guys, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Please let me know if the sound is good so we can start our live. I see there are some people watching us already. Hi Alan, Mateus, Jeremiah, Ayrton, David. Okay, nice. So, first of all, guys, let me explain how the live will work. As usual, at the beginning of the month, we do a live to talk a little about our new bundle. In this case, it is the Planar Cruise bundle. Uh, Usually, Márcia is with me here, but because of all the coronavirus stuff and these hard times we are living, we changed some things here, and almost everyone is working from home. So for the first time in the lives, Márcia will be here. Say hi to them, Márcia.
Hi guys.
Can you hear her too? So I'm in Lutz's office, and Márcia will be painting from our home. We took every equipment so she could work there, and I guess it will be the same thing. Just you just won't see her here by my side. Uh, so let me explain to you how the live will work. I will show you all the concept art that we created, all the 3D models, talk a little about the creation process uh, as I usually do. And while I do this, Márcia will be painting this amazing miniature. This is the this is the 32 millimeters Yagnodaemon miniature, which is awesome, by the way. Uh, and of course, if you have any question, anything you want to ask her, please feel free to ask any question. And that's it, guys. Thank you for being here with us. I hope we have a good time together. This live will be about 2 hours long, I guess, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun together. Okay, so Márcia, do you want to say something before you start painting?
I will start with some red for the skin.
Okay, nice. So, you can, of course, you can chat with me. You can send questions and any comment. It's welcome. But I will try to focus first at showing the the miniatures, and after this, I will try to focus more on the chat. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can hear this. There's a big noise here. Okay, so as I said, this bundle is called Planar Cruise. Mas, you can start painting already if you want.
Okay.
Uh, so if you want to have access to the detailed lore that we are creating, you can always access our website. Here, if you go to Lutz's website, as soon as you let me just a second. As soon as you enter the site, you can go to here to story, and then you have access to all the bundles that we created so far in this current journey. So this adventure starts in January with our conspiracy, and then the history is always following in the next bundles. So then we have Granny's prophecy. The next was the Oasis. Then a Ghostly Odyssey that was from the past month. And now we have the Planar Cruise. And the history is very interesting. It's very cool to follow this, to understand why the heroes are in this place right now, and all this lore, this campaign was created by Lucas Gribel. He's doing an amazing job with this, and we are very happy. So if you want to understand everything, please read the past month's stories, okay? So at the moment, after defeating the Hydra and the other Greek mythology creatures, the heroes continue their journey to the underworld. Actually, they are trying to get to the guys. It's so many names that sometimes I get confused. They are trying to get to Arcana. It's like a plane where they will find the missing Eye of Gorgo, an artifact that will save the world. So to get there, they ask help for the Stixx ferryman to keep going through the Stixx River, and then finally they get to their destination. But then they find a lot of mercenaries and demons, and those demons start fighting them. And so this is how the heroes get to this bundles team. Of course, I'm terrible in telling histories, so if you want to read it, please, it will be much cooler. So when you sign loot and download everything, you have access not only to the miniatures, of course, but to this encounter guide. So here you have the story and everything, and here there are some tips about how the Dungeon Master can use all the miniatures and the map that we will show you in a campaign to play with friends and have a lot of fun. Just a second. Okay, so now I will show you the miniatures. First I will show everything, and then I will talk a little bit more detailed about everything. So here, there you can see all the miniatures together. It is really cool when you see everything like this. As an artist, as art director here, it is crazy how much work we have during the month. We have concept art, 3D artists sculpting. We have the 3D printing team working together as well. And during most of this time, it's like a mess. We have a big table with a lot of parts, a lot of supports, and it is really amazing when we see everything together in the end. When we have all the miniatures sanded, glued together, and it's I can't describe how much how amazing it feels when I see a cool bundle like this already finished. So this is how it looks. As you can see, each demon is very unique. They don't look like the classic demon with horns and wings. Some of them, yes, but you can see some. There's like a frog demon, a goat demon, a fox demon, a lot of unique look miniatures, which I think is amazing because when we try to find miniatures online or in stores, they usually look the same. When you look for demons, they look very similar. So at Loot, we try to make things very unique, like miniatures you never see anywhere. So we have a lot of characters, and the scenery objects for this month, I just loved them. And I will show you in more details now. So here you can see the demons. First I'll talk, as I said, in general, but then I will show more details about each one. As you can see, there are a fox, there's this dog, this insect, a frog. Those two look more like classic demons. And the boss for this month, the Ultra Demon, he looks like an alien for me. Really, really cool. Here, there are the heroes. Guys, I have the miniatures here, but with my webcam, it will be really hard to show you all the details. But you can see on the video, right? At the beginning of the live. This is something very important for us because we not just do cool 3D models and then we send them to people. We always make sure the 3D models are working well as miniatures, because sometimes we can do like a sword very thin, then when we print it, we see it will be very fragile. So we take some steps back, make the sword stronger, of course, and then we print again. So at Loot, we always print our models until they are perfect, to make sure you won't have any issues. Here's the NPC from this month, the Stixx pheromone. Here are the boosts, we have 4 of them. And the objects, of course. As you can see, we have a lot of influence, maybe from a lot of different games and movies. We try to make some very hot plane, a very hot planet look. So we have a lot of lava pool. There is an eruption here, a small lava pool, and we are trying. I was talking to Márcia, and we were thinking about making a video about painting lava. What do you think about it? I think it would be really cool. Lava is something that you always see in miniature, so I'm sure Márcia can give a lot of good tips about painting lava. This mountain gate, I think it looks amazing. And I in my opinion, of course, the cooler miniature from the scenery object this month is this walking tower. When I imagined this tower, I was looking for reference in the internet, in Google, trying to find some cool objects that represents this plane, this hell plane, and I found a cool image. I'm not sure if it was from a D&D book, but I saw this like a walking or crawling city. It was a whole city with a lot of castles and everything, with some weird arms making it walk, of course. And then I thought, oh, it would be really cool. I love this arms idea, but of course we can't do a complete whole city. So I imagine, oh, we can do like a small tower for 1 or 2 characters maybe, and it will look awesome and won't be very hard to print, right? So for this tower, it's a little different from the Baba Yaga house, right? Because the house had like 106 pieces, I guess, and for this tower we have only 4 for the top part. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, the stairs, and 6 different arms. So 6, 7 plus 4, 11 parts only. It's much easier to print than the house, and it's a big miniature. It's like this big. And some people already printed it, and the result is awesome. A guy, I forgot the name, printed it using FDM printer, and it looks awesome. Just make everything clear. All the concept art that was created for this bundle was made by James, and the sculpture, the 3D models for the objects were created by Wender. And also, guys, if you already downloaded the bundle, make sure you have the last version of this tower, okay? I think the live is a good opportunity to talk about it, because I'm not sure why, but there was one file for the tower that was a little oversized. It doesn't match the other pieces. This only for the unsupported file, okay? The shoot to box file, the STL file with supports are perfect. But we noticed this mistake, and we already updated the files. Okay, so if you download the file with V2 version 2 on the name, you are safe to go. Okay. So let me. There is also the map, as I said. You will get not only the encounter guide, but also this awesome map that you can print in A3. A3? Yeah, A3 paper. Here we send to like a place where they have those bigger printers. Or if you want to print at home in a smaller printer, we also send you a version split in half. So you have two A4, like a regular piece of paper, to print the map and use in your campaign. Here you can see like this hot planet vibe with lava and cracks and stones and sharp rocks. And here the Stixx River with some poor souls, like those sad faces here. This map was created by João. Okay, so let me show you the enemies first. Guys, feel free to send any comment. As I said, later I will try to reply most of them. Okay, so let's start with the Arcana Demon. As I said, all the concept art was created by James, and this one was sculpted by Douglas. It's a really cool demon, like a fox. It has like this. I'm not sure if it's a Japanese vibe to it. Maybe, yeah. As you can see, also sometimes the 3D sculpt is a little different from the concept art. In this case, not so different, but in other cases you notice. But I really loved this miniature. It looks amazing. It has some D&D reference here. You can see a D20, a dice here on the book. The demon itself, the fox, has this like very smart, and I'm not sure how to say it in English, but yeah, a very cool look to the expression with a pipe on its hand. And from what I could see, people also loved this miniature. And I guess you can do an amazing paint job in this one, because we have a lot of details and fabric and fur and the pipe. And the base itself also is very detailed. We have some books, some scrolls. An amazing miniature. So this is the Canon Demon. It's like a dog from the demons. This one was sculpted by Otávio. And as you can see, it's a little different from the concept art, because in the concept art, the armor was much more refined. It was like a plate armor, right? And during the sculpt, we decided to make it more organic or more rustic. No, how do you say this? Anyway, not so refined. It was like, it looks more like some rough metal plates attached to the body of the demon. And in my opinion, it looks more wild and scary. The tongue is very detailed as well, and this demon doesn't have eyes. So I think it looks really creepy, but I loved the final result. So this is the Yagnodaemon, a really weird one, right? It looks like an insect. It has 3 legs and 5 arms, and this demon, it can like twist or rotate really quickly. So it like a 360 degrees combat guy. It can attack in any direction. It can see you everywhere. It's a really weird looking miniature, but a really interesting character. And it was sculpted by Yuri. You can see even the like the fly eye texture to it, like as it has a lot of really small eyes, and oh, it's not here, but when you see it in person, when you print it, you can notice the texture on the eye, especially in the 75 millimeters, of course. This is the Yagnodaemon. As you can see, this one, it changed a lot during the sculpting process, and a lot of people ask me how we create the miniatures, how is the pipeline for creating them. So basically, first, it starts with an idea. So we decided that this bundle would be about these demons. We decided that where it would be, which enemies will the heroes were going to fight against, and after we decided all miniatures that we would do, we start getting a lot of reference. So I get reference from the internet, from D&D, from other games, from movies, and after I have a lot of reference and some ideas in mind, I send everything to James, to the concept artist, and with those ideas, he starts to do some sketches. And after the first ideas, we decide that the right direction, and he do this final concept art that I will send to the 3D artist. So once I get this, I contact the 3D artist and I say some things to the artist, like, oh, we're doing like this frog-looking demon. He's supposed to be very fat, with the mouth open, like trying to scare people with a pose like this. And with everything in mind, my directions, my the concept art itself, the 3D artist starts to sculpt. But sometimes sometimes the concept art looks really cool, but once we start sculpting it, some things don't look so cool. Maybe in this example, maybe the eyes, when they are too big, the monster, the demon, starts to looking a little cute, and in this case, this isn't what we're looking for. So Otávio, in this case, changed some things, like the smaller eyes, the face itself. It looks more scary, right? We decided to make the tongue much longer as well. As he's a frog, I think it's a really cool feature from frogs, and also the pose, it changed a little. Again, when we sculpted the pose like this with one arm up, it was a little weird. So we changed things a little, and in the end, we have an awesome miniature. This one I have here, as you can see, in 2 scales. We always do miniatures in 2 scales, right? And guys, sometimes I think for those who aren't subscribers yet or aren't much into 3D printing yet, it isn't basically printing in two scales, okay? We have to place supports by hand, one support each time for both scales. So we have, if we were going to make only a small miniature, we wouldn't make so many details like we do, and it would be much easier to place supports. But as we do two scales, we have like more than 2 times the work, the amount of work. We have to do crazy detailed miniatures to look cool and detailed in this scale, and also we have to place supports twice, and we have to print twice as well to make sure everything's working. So let's move to the next one. This one is the Lasher. It's a really cool character, really big, right? This one has a large base. It's twice the base size of the others, and it looks like a predator, an alien, really strong character. Also, it doesn't have eyes, so it hunts by other senses. And it's really weird, but I can't show you at the moment. You can't see the behind, but it has some small mouths on its back, and those mouths come out as tentacles to bite their prey. And also you can see its fingers. They are like tentacles as well, so he can grab people and do some damage. So a really awesome miniature. This one was sculpted by Michel. And this one, guys, if you print it, you will notice that compared to the render, the 3D render, you see, the miniature will be a little smaller because, like this, with a big base, a large base, the miniature was like really big for the 3D printer. We couldn't find a way to print it easily. Oh, Márcia's cell phone is ringing. Just a second. Okay.
Sorry.
So we decided to make the model a little smaller so we could cut it only in 2 pieces. So you have like the whole body and 1 piece for the arm. Because before we had to cut it like in 6 different pieces. We don't want you to have a lot of work to print the miniature. So making it smaller was the best option. So this is the Yagnodaemon. It's again insect-like demon. It has like this really cool trident, and it had some death fog. I'm not sure, I can't remember the name now, but it has some poisonous gas. This is why you have on the base some small skulls with this smoke here. So at Loot we are always trying to make the base not only looking cool, but also matching with the character's abilities or the environment that the character is in. And this one was sculpted by Douglas as well. He did an amazing job, and I loved this one. Some people were saying that, oh, it looks cute. Yeah, I think as well. I mean, it's a scary insect demon, but if you look closely to its eyes, it has some something there in his face that looks. He looks like a nice guy. So this is the Yagnodaemon. This one is much closer to the classic demon look, right? As I said, he has like two wings, horns, really strong body. And this one, as many other demons, he has 4 arms. So we tried to play a little with it, and we decided to make the bigger arms, the top arms like this, and the small arm holding a big axe. We make jokes here like he's Goro's cousin from Mortal Kombat because of the arms, and this one is amazing. The base is large as well. He's a big guy, and fortunately for the 75mm version, we didn't have to cut many pieces. The only pieces that we had to cut were the wings, because with the wings like this, we can't fit it in a smaller printer like the Sonic Mini. Just to make clear, guys, when we are cutting our miniatures or placing supports, of course, we use the Sonic Mini printer from Frozen as a reference about the printing volume. So if a miniature doesn't fit in a Sonic Mini, we have to change something. Sometimes we make the miniature smaller, sometimes we have to cut in many pieces. Like the Trent from the Oasis, it's like huge. We had to cut it in many pieces. Sometimes I get some messages from people using the Anycubic. I'm not sure is the Anycubic Photon or the Zero or something like this, but I know that some printers are smaller than the Sonic Mini. Guys, most printers are at least the size of the Sonic Mini. So this is why we chose this standard. Because if you would consider the smaller printer in the market, we would lose a lot of not quality, but it would be much harder for us, because the models would be smaller. We would have to cut in more pieces, and it wouldn't make sense because most of 3D printers users, they have those standard printers. So because of that, we chose the Sonic Mini as a reference. So if you own a printer that is a little smaller, like I saw some people on the group saying that they couldn't fit the walking tower into their build plate, you can try to resize the miniature a little. So if you want to print the tower, you can set all the pieces to like 95% of the size, or 90 maybe, like shrinking 10% of the miniature, and visually it wouldn't change a lot. Like from 10 inches it would go to 9 inches. It's almost the same, and like this it would be possible to print using your printer, okay? And of course, if you have a big printer, like today we have the Mono X from Anycubic. It's a big building plate. We can fit a lot of pieces at once, which is amazing. So again, we have this Pisco Demon. This demon looks like a lobster with an octopus head, right? It looks like a lot like the Cthulhu from Lovecraft, and also it's very similar to a miniature we did during the Mad Mage experiments bundle. Do you remember how it was called?
Two.
Yeah, the chew. It is like a big lobster. A very similar character, but not the same. It also has some gases, like death fog or something like this. And this, oh, I forgot to say, this one was sculpted by Rafael Salesi with help from Laech. And this one was sculpted by Otávio as well. This one was sculpted by Michel, and this is the Plague Demon. I loved this character. This is like a goat man with a lot of diseases, a lot of like it's a demon that brings plagues from to where it arrives. So we try to tell all this only using the sculpture itself. So you can see the character. It has a lot of diseases, like some missing parts of the face. It has some stripes. I'm not sure how to call this, like bandage, but I don't know. So it has a lot of those healing
Tape?
tapes. I don't know. Please, guys, help me with the English. Anyways, it had some stitches on its belly. He's not in good shape. You can see this guy is very very ill. And in the base again, we try to tell this. So you can see he's walking, and in front of him you have some grass, some healthy plants, right on the base here. But behind him there is like this death fog, like this demon kills everything in his way. Once he's walked on top of some grass or something, suddenly it's all dead. We could make like dead cows behind him, but it would be a huge diorama. But it's a cool idea, right? As I know some subscribers like to make those big scenes, and maybe you can try to make some really cool diorama. I just learned a new word for this kind of miniatures. Leo and Atila told me about this. I was called everything like a diorama with when you had some one or more characters or a small scene. I always called it a diorama. But I learned that one word that is used in this case is vignette, right? When you do a small scene with a character or two, it's called a vignette. So yeah, for this one we can do a really cool vignette with some dead animals behind him and some beautiful plants in front of it. Talking about vignette, we didn't show it yet, but we found this guy here in the city where we live that does some really cool vignette miniatures, and we took some old miniatures from other bundles we had, and he did some amazing job. Check this out, guys. He took the pit fiend from the Light in the Shadow bundle and the Solar, the prisoner one, and he did this amazing vignette with the blood, not the blood demon, the pit fiend, and like the blood river here facing the prisoner angel. Amazing, right? And also he did this one. I really like when you have those squared bases with some small miniatures on top of it. Of course, you can't see much details with the webcam, but we will try to post some better pictures later on our social media. It's not this current bundle, it's an old one, but you can always get access to them. If you go to our website on old loots, you can buy any other bundles that we already released. Really awesome. So let's move on.
Just a question. Just a question?
Okay.
Is the camera focused?
Yeah. Is that I can't see it really big at the moment, but guys,
For me, it isn't.
guys, the painting camera good? Because for the first time we are not Márcia isn't here, as you can see. So I'm having to. I called her using Skype, and I'm taking the Skype web camera and bringing it to the live. Yeah, it's look. Yeah, okay. So it looks good. You can proceed. José is telling you to make the camera a little more far away from the object. But I think it would.
Far away?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a good idea because yeah, I think it looks good.
I will try.
Maybe the camera is too close to focus. If it's a little
Okay.
more far away. Oh, guys, also while Márcia do this, a lot of people are asking about this miniature holder that Márcia is using, and I will. I swear. I will try to release this holder this month. Okay. I just want to change some things because at the moment it can't hold a bus, for example. So I will change a little the design, and then I will make it available for you. Okay, so let's continue with the miniatures. Just a second, guys.
Ah,
I would just explain Márcia what. Anyways, she will just zoom in and keep keep painting. Yeah, I think it looks good. So this is another miniature. This one is the Stixx pheromone that is taking our heroes to Arcana. And this miniature is very special. I think it looks amazing. It was sculpted by Leandro. He did an amazing job. And I was very happy to know from him. He's with Lut since the beginning, since the tower. He's the sculptor that created the bard playing the. I'm not sure how to say the guitar. And this was the miniature that he liked the most to sculpt. So I'm very happy for him. And as you can see, the result is amazing. Jens did an amazing job using for the concept art, and Leandro, as always, did an amazing job sculpting it. And for this ferryman, we have two versions. As you can see here, the base is a little wider, right? It's not a round base that we usually do. It happened because I wanted this character to be playable, like in a map. I'm not sure if it is focused. Just a second, guys. Okay, so now it's focused.
tem
Guys, so
delay
hard.
aqui também.
It's so hard to focus the miniature. Okay, now it looks good. So talk about the Stixx ferryman. I wanted to have it with a round base as a playable character, but we would lose the half of the boat that he's using, and I know most of Loot's subscribers are players. They want to use the miniatures for playing. However, a lot of the subscribers are painters. And when we imagine doing the Stixx ferryman, I was like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to make an awesome miniature for the painters. This is why we decided to make not only the playable version, but also the full boat version. This is the the regular one with the bolt cut in half. It looks amazing as well, but this one, for me, it looks like it's awesome. When you see it closely, you have a lot of details, like some hands, like dead bodies trying to catch the boat, like lost souls in the Stixx River. You have like this hand that got stuck to the boat. In the boat itself, the boat looks completely awesome. You have like a lot of skulls, a lot of faces. You can't see here, but there is like a face with a knife going through the throat. With I can't even describe how cool this boat is. Here on the back, you have like this crow with the brain exposed. And you have also a lamp here, so you can do some amazing OSL, right? Is the right OSL? Yeah. Doing the painting, right? The light effect with the painting. And I'm not sure if we already told it, if it's a spoiler or not. But this is the miniature that Márcia is painting for the advanced tutorial that we will release soon for the subscribers. I already saw some work in progress from this miniature, and I'm sure you will love it. Márcia is doing an amazing job, and we release, of course, the painting tutorial for the subscribers, and we will also release a video on YouTube showing not only the painting process, but also the sculpting process. So Leandro recorded most of the sculpting process. We'll do an amazing time lapse for you, and I'm sure we will love the result. So yeah, this is the Stixx pheromone. And also, Leandro did this amazing bust for the pheromone. It is so detailed that we couldn't miss this opportunity to make a bust. So you can see it looks like a mummy with some cool accessories. The anatomy looks awesome. Yeah, I'm sure this is the character that this is the new Medusa bust. I'm sure we have a lot of cool paint jobs done by amazing artists on this one. And this one is the Ultra Demon. This is the boss from this bundle. This was sculpted by Breno. He did an amazing job. And with this miniature, we tried. Oh, sorry. We tried to make this illusion that he's jumping or flying. So the character's feet aren't touching the base. And we made it possible, of course, by making his clothes touching the base. Here you have some lava like exploding. So this one is a good opportunity as well to make an amazing paint job with some light, red or orange light coming from below. You can do some amazing OSL effects here. And this one for me, it looks like this is the mercenary boss, the leader of the group. Maybe not the most impressive looking character from the bundle. As you can see, there are much bigger guys, but this one is very powerful and the leader. And for me, this design looks a lot like the Protoss from the StarCraft game, without mouth, with this long chin, and I really love the result here. Really awesome. And this is the Yagnodaemon. This is one. This is the one that Márcia is painting at the moment. This is a big guy, right? A large miniature with large base. And I think the most unique thing about this character is that he has like one huge arm that most times he's trying to hide with a cape. This is why we decided to make this cape here. And he used this book to like make some deals, to steal some souls. So this isn't just a big guy with a big arm. He's also very evil and smart, maybe. And also sculpted by Breno. Okay, so those are the enemies from this month. Let me show you the heroes in more details now. So this is Amelia Fade. He's a human summoner. This is the character. At loot, this is an interesting character to say some things. At loot, we're always trying to make some badass female characters. We're not trying to make all female characters very sexy without clothes and most of the body uncovered. We are not big fan of it. Sometimes, like the Medusa, it has the like the Medusa being sexy and with a lot of the body uncovered is part of the mythology. It's part of who the character is. So in this case, we can't. Of course, we could, but it would be weird if we changed a lot the design of the character. So known as the Medusa. So for the Medusa, we try to make her sexy. But for other female characters, there is no reason to make this. So for this character, you can see he has like cool armor, cool clothes, like any other human character. And also we try to make different. How do you say in English? Like it. Well, I forgot the word at the moment, but we try to make people with different skin from different places. So we already have like the monk with very Chinese looking guy. This one obviously has black skin with this cool hair. She has this African vibe to it. And I think it looks amazing because we had a good feedback about this as well, because most of times all heroes and everything, they have like long hair and white skin and European face, but I'm not a painter, but I guess a lot of painters want to paint different characters or play with different characters during their campaign. So this one is a great example of how amazing other different characters can look, right? And Leandro did an amazing job with this one. You can see the face expression, the details, and even without painting, it looks alive already. And as a summoner, she has this. This is a regular base as well, not a very big monster, but he has. I forgot how we called this one. Let me just check, guys. It's so many names that sometimes I. Oh, I think we didn't list it here. Yeah, this is the like a winged snake. Let me see if someone knows. Yeah. The word I was looking for is ethnicities. Yeah. Yeah, guys, so many names. I forgot how this winged snake is called. But yeah, this is what Amelia Fate summons. So it's part of the miniature. They are like a pair. And this is the boost, like as I said, amazing looking boost. And for the boost, guys, it's a interesting fact. We not just take the 75 millimeters scale miniature and cut the arms and the body. We do this, of course, but we also add extra details to it. As a boost, it's a very big miniature. We have this freedom, so you can see here. Sometimes people complain on the group like, "Oh, I was going to print the boost, but I saw that the skin was very rough with a lot of polygons and everything." But guys, this is supposed to be like this. This skin texture, it's to mimic the real skin texture that we have. So in Shito Box, maybe it looks ugly, but don't worry. Once you print the miniature, it will look very realistic, okay? So this is we do this on purpose. And not only the skin, but the hair, the clothes, you can see details here, leather. So the busts are really detailed. So this is Balthazar Laxmi. He's an Aasimar cleric. This is like an angelic race. And he has this power, this skill that to summon some energy wings, angel wings, and of course we use it as reference the characters from the Diablo game. How the angel character is called? I just forgot. Guys, I'm terrible with names. Azrael, maybe. Azrael, I can, oops. I can't remember at the moment. Yeah, I think it's Azrael or something like this. He has these energy wings. And for those who doesn't want to use the wings, they are separate piece. You can't, if you don't want to use it, you don't need to print it, but you can replace it with this badass shield here. There's a small plug, a small hole on his back, so you can swap between wings and shield. Both ways it looks amazing, and it's an interactive miniature, right? You can use like this most of time, and during a battle, when you use some skill, you can replace with the wings. This one was sculpted by Rafael Usui. He did an amazing job. You can see even some religious, maybe, symbols here on his weapon, his morning star. And we try to make like an older guy. So he's bald with more expression, more wrinkles, and a long beard. Some people were comparing him to Kratos from God of War, but we didn't think about Kratos at all. Sometimes, of course, we do some reference from other games and movies, as you could already see in Loot. But in this case, maybe it looks a little bit like Kratos, but it wasn't our intention. And Rafael did an amazing job. You can see all the pores, the fabric texture, the armor is very detailed as well. And I loved this character. And this is Rogdal Onyx, also sculpted by Rafael Usui. He's an Earth-born barbarian, a very big guy. And for this one, we try to make like a rock's skin texture, but also trying to feel like an anatomy texture. So those aren't just random rocks over a regular body. So you can see the chest muscles, the abs, the biceps, the forearms muscles. And Rafael did an amazing job. He has like this big axe with some leather armor. Not armor because he's made of stone, but it would be weird to make like a naked guy, right? He face looks really badass. I wouldn't want to face this guy. And some people were comparing him, again, not our intention, but some people were comparing him to that cool guy from Thor Ragnarok, before Thor enters into the stadium to fight Hulk, I guess. There is this guy sit with a very, you don't say, how do you say, high voice or thin voice? I don't know. Anyway, opposite of deep voice. Talking to Thor is really funny guy, really cool. And yeah, it wasn't our intention, but yeah, it looks like him. And the boost, as you can see as well, it's crazy detailed. When you print these guys, it looks really like a rock. It looks heavy. It looks made out of clay or something because of all the texture that Rafael added. So those are the miniatures that we created for this month's bundle, and you, as I was saying, you don't get only the miniatures, but you get also the encounter guide and the map. Plus, since the last bundle, the Ghostly Odyssey bundle, we are also sending you guys the stat blocks for all the enemies. And as you can see here, we use the concept art, and here you have the stat block, the character description. So it's a ready plug and play, ready to go. I don't know how to say campaign. You just download the miniatures. You have all the stat blocks, and you can already use to play with your friends. Okay, so I think I already showed you everything, and now I will focus more on the chat to answer some questions. So let's interact a little. If you have anything you want to say, any questions, please do so. And Jeremiah is asking, have you considered including modular hands on the heroes with different weapon options? It would make them much more versatile for representing players' characters in games. Yeah, man, this would be awesome. However, we have to balance things. If you want, if we make a character very interactive, maybe, like if this hero, he had an option to have multiple weapons, we would have to sacrifice a lot of the character vibe, the character design, because our sculptures aren't just a hero with a standard pose. So you can place any weapon on his hands. While we are sculpting and choosing the pose and doing everything, all the elements from the character are connected. So this character, for example, it wouldn't work well with a different weapon, maybe. Maybe another heavy one, but we try to make a character that it's every aspect of the hero and other characters are really well designed to work together. And I'm not sure if I'm clear, but it's hard if we want to make. I know some other companies like do like this, like a character that you can place a lot of different weapons. And it's cool, but I think when you think about the art side of the miniature, you'd lose some things. So we try to make the characters more like a sculpture, an art piece, than a playable character. I hope you can understand. Yeah, Mohammed is asking about the 1 year loyalty reward. Uh, I'm not sure if I can say it already, but the loyalty reward will be amazing. I'm sure you'll like it. Okay, it will be similar to the 9 months one, the Blood Demon. Uh, it's a sculpture that I did some time ago. It's probably my favorite character that I ever created, and soon it will be on the shelves of many people around the world. Mohammed is asking about the big miniatures, like he said, I love the big alive houses and castles, but they are too big for me to print. Is there a way to have those models little versions in next bundles like a playable mini? Yeah, yeah. I didn't think about it, but it's a cool idea. We could make the the walking tower like a small miniature, like a character, right? It wouldn't fit any character inside, but it would be a cool miniature. I saw some people on the group. They printed the hag's house like very small, like this. It looks like a, I don't know how it's called, the object that you place the keys on. Like I don't know the how to say this, but yeah, it looks really cute. The chicken house like this. Yeah, it's a cool idea. We'll keep this in mind for next future bundles. Uh, Offbeat is asking, would it be possible to make a half floor for the levels in the walking tower? Yeah, yeah, it would be really cool, but uh, let me think. We would have to place some stairs and do a much more complex object. I even thought about making this tower like a dice tower, so you can throw dice inside it, and the dice will come out of the door. However, some decisions, we have a lot of ideas during the months, but some decisions, we decided to make them come true. Some other projects may delay, so sometimes we have to do some sacrifices, like the tower. We could even the Hag's house, the Baba Yaga house. We At first we thought about making a second floor with a stair and everything. However, it would make a complex project even more complex. So in this tower case, it's already a tower with six big arms holding it. So I thought it was complex enough already. But yeah, it's a cool feedback. We will keep this in mind for next ones. Yeah, Darius is saying, my question or maybe a suggestion for a future bundle would be world mythology creatures. For example, like the Sasquatch, Ogopogo sea monster from Canada. It would be neat to see creatures from around the world. Yeah, it could be really cool. We even have some weird creatures from Brazilian mythology. There's a series on Netflix about this at the moment. Yeah, and yeah, it's a really cool idea. I'm not sure how RPG or D&D players would receive this bundle, but in my opinion, it would be really cool. So Pintando Miniaturas is here, Atila. If you don't know his channel, please click on the Pintando Miniaturas in the chat and visit his channel. He's an amazing painter. He's doing some really cool project with us. We can't tell at the moment, but soon you will have some great news, okay? So let's see more comments here. Omorg is saying the boosts are worth the monthly sub alone. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes when we release a bundle, I think like, oh man, we are all this hard work of like I don't know, like 20 people working in the bundle, all this effort for only $15. It's like for free. I guarantee you guys that the amount of work we put in every miniature is crazy. So yeah, in my opinion, yeah, if you want only like the boosts, I think it worth much more than $15. If if you are into loot only because of the objects, again more than $15. And if you talk about the characters themselves, I can't even imagine how much value there is in the miniatures. Stefan is saying, when we will have a big Viking bundle with big ships and scenery. Yeah, this would be really cool, man. Vikings are very popular at the moment, and it would be really amazing. Thanks for the suggestion. Oh, Alexander is asking about Vikings too. Yeah, who knows, in future we can release something Viking related. Sakari is asking, will you ever be doing a tavern expansion like other buildings in the town, NPC bundle, like Baker, Butcher? Yeah, we have this in mind. It would be amazing to have some extra NPCs, like you said, a butcher, baker, a king, or anyway, there are a lot of characters to explore in a city, and I'm sure you will have more characters like this in the future. Don't worry. So Mohammed is asking, I have a suggestion about painting and talking videos. Is it possible to make a poll before this video to choose one of the minis to paint? Uh, Normally you guys choose of the minis, but it isn't always community's favorite. I'm like everyone grateful for the videos, but a poll would make it more useful for communities, beginners, painters. Just an idea. Yeah, man.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, we were talking about this past week. However, just to make clear, guys, at the moment we it takes 1 month to complete a bundle. So until the last day, we are working really hard to not delay and make sure that in the first day of each month you will have a bundle ready to print. Because of that, it's hard to have like time to make a poll to release the videos. Our plan in future is to release a bundle already with the 2 painting tutorials available for watching. Like some previous months, we released the painting tutorials like only in the end of the month, and it's not good. We want you to start printing the models and already have access to the painting tutorials. Because of this, we have to make this poll much before, like at least 1 week before we release the bundle. We are trying to hurry things up. We are trying to spend less time to make the bundles, of course, without making our product worse. We are always trying to make it better. And I think when we have things a little going a little faster with the team more. How do you say? Anyways, I think in very soon we will be able to do this. This is a great idea. I agree with you. We have to know from the community which miniature they most want to see painted, and maybe for next month we can do this. You can expect for this month, the Planar Cruise month. The painting video will come much earlier than previous months. So Samuel is asking to show the ferryman. Márcia, do you want to show the work in progress?
Yes, right.
I know she started painting the river. It looks like blood. It's amazing. Hi, Vene. So, it's not focused yet. Bring it a little to the right. Just a second, guys.
Tem um delay.
Just a second. There's a delay on the YouTube, so it's hard for her to focus. So yeah, now you can see the ferryman. Yeah, it looks in person. It looks amazing. The river looks like real blood. Of course, not finished yet, but I'm sure it will look amazing. And also, we changed a little the how we are filming the miniatures, so you can expect a better image quality for the next painting tutorials. Also, Mohammed has a guess for the loyalty reward. Lutum's Lord of the Dead. Yeah, who knows? Let's see. This Lutimus is a character that he's behind me, like right there, and maybe it will be the loyalty reward. Who knows? So, guys, if you have any question, please you can send here on the chat.
Someone asked me what paint I use. I use AK Interactive and Vallejo.
Hey, and what brushes are you using?
I'm using Winsor and Newton Series 7 and the brushes from Squidmar that I think is Da Vinci.
Oh yeah. So Squidmar, the Emil from Squidmar Miniatures, is his channel called Squidmar Miniatures? Let me just check, guys. 1 second. Yeah, it's Squidmar Miniatures. So he released a really cool Kickstarter campaign with some brushes, and we back at the campaign, and Márcia got some really good brushes. Yeah, Gustavo, Lutum's is the necromancer. He's like a lich. So Erica is asking about the music that we use. I have no idea. Today we have a team that produces the videos. There is Jose. There is Fumaça. He's a master with music and sound effects and everything. And they have their source of cool music. I have no idea where they get those music from. I'm not sure if they are online, but if they are, please, Jose and Fumaça, where do you find cool music for the ads? Yeah, Matheus Ferro. He is the guy who chose this metal song music for the current bundle. So Pierre Paulo is asking about commercial license. Yeah, we still don't have any plans for this. Uh, it's something that we get a lot of requests about. People who want to print and sell our miniatures. But as I explained already, we didn't find a good solution for us to make it work because nothing stops people from printing hundreds of miniatures and selling like a big company. So at the moment, the loot idea is to talk directly to the hobby guy. We aren't interested in getting some extra money from big companies. We are trying to make cool miniatures for people who want to print and paint the miniatures for playing and having fun. I think the best solution for people. A lot of people ask, "Oh, do you sell printed miniatures? Do you sell physical miniatures? I don't own a 3D printer. How would I have your miniatures?" So the best solution that we approve is to sign loot, subscribe to loot, and ask someone or some company to print the miniature for you. This is okay. There is no problem with it, because the thing is to have the subscription. If you want the subscription and start printing miniatures and sell for everyone, this is wrong. This is against our rules. But if you subscribe to Loot and ask a friend to print the miniature for you, it's okay. So Sokari is asking, if you could choose a mini and make an army of it, what would be your choice? It can be from any bundle. Oh, it's a tricky question. I have no idea. Yeah, but maybe the Trent, the three beard looking guy, because yeah, he's a special miniature for me. He's the last one that I sculpted for loot. Just make clear, guys. When we started loot, I was sculpting like crazy. Like all the tavern was sculpted by me. Only the bard that was sculpted by Leandro. And since then, I've been sculpting a lot, especially the bosses from each bundle. However, today, as I have a lot of things to do, decisions, other boring stuff to do at Loot, like to manage the team, art direction, and everything. Today I don't have time to sculpt anymore. And the last character that I sculpted for Loot was the Trent. And it would be an amazing army of Trents, like the Lord of the Rings scene, where the trees, like, they attack the Saruman base. Oh, Darius is saying, sorry to throw in ideas and suggestions. Oh, no, don't worry, please keep them coming. But I thought that a giant campaign would be neat, showcasing all the various giant types, from Very big hill giants, storm giants, frost giants. Yeah, I agree. Giants would be an amazing bundle. We we have a lot of ideas in mind. I'm sure we will do amazing bundles in future. And also, we already released a little hint about the next bundle. Do you did you see the name already of Brains and Tentacles? This is the next month's bundle name. Do you guys have any ideas of what would it be? So Mohammed is asking Márcia, how can she make color transitions without an airbrush?
Um, I keep the paint more wet, and sometimes I can see not a smooth transition, but a hard transition. So I use another tone to fix it.
Yeah, I think during the classes it would be easier to explain, right? But using thin paint helps a lot to make the transitions, right?
Yes, yes, and sometimes I can't do it. So become a hard transition with a line. So later I try to come with another tones between them to smooth better.
I think the trick is to make a lot of layers instead of using a thick, a heavy layer of paint. Just apply a lot of very thin and diluted layers. This way you can make transitions, right?
Yeah. Um,
You can zoom in a little.
Álvaro.
I think. Uh, just a second, guys.
Them.
Okay, so we are back. uh, Jeremiah is asking, would you ever consider turning subscribes into heroes? Yeah, this is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
We already talk about it. Uh, Not necessarily the likeness, the sculpt a hero exactly like a subscriber, but maybe the name of the hero can be the character. Not sorry, the name of the subscriber can be the character's name. This would be really amazing. I think already. Uh, we can try to make some like I'm not sure if a competition or something like this to select like 3 subscribers and make characters based on them or something like this. I think it's a really cool idea to interact with the community. So Gustavo is asking about the resin. Yeah, we are using the RPG line from Quantum. Before this, we were using the resins from Frozen, the Aqua Gray 4K resin. It's an amazing resin. However, Frozen stopped sending anything to Brazil because of how crazy the taxes here are. Just so you can have an idea, when we import like a resin or a printer, we have to pay like 3 times the value of the printer. It's like if we compare to USA, I'm not sure how much is the minimum wage at the moment, the minimum salary there, but I'm sure someone with an totally okay salary can afford a resin printer, a $200 resin printer. However, here in Brazil, literally, like the cheaper resin printer is like 3 times the minimum salary we have here, the minimum month salary we have here. So it's crazy expensive for us to have this hobby. Of course, at Loot we have more access to things. We can spend more money to buy the resins and everything. But even so, I tried to talk to Frozen to not stop sending us resins, but they couldn't find a solution. So we stopped using frozen resins. Because of this, we stopped importing resins from the other side of the world, and we discovered Quantum. That's a company a few blocks from here. They are from the same city that we live in Brazil, and they are doing some amazing resin. We are very, very happy with the Quantum resin. I'm not sure. I think they don't export resin to outside of Brazil at the moment. However, the resin, if you live in Brazil, the resins from Quantum are very good. Oh, Jenny is saying about the Hydra. Oh no, the Hydra was sculpted by Hobson. He's an amazing artist. He sculpted some of the ever favorite miniatures from Loot, like the Living Armor, the Hell Knight, the Guardian. Yeah, the Filbor was sculpted by Leandro.
Ah,
Yeah, we have so many great sculptors that even if I stop sculpting forever, you will be able to get amazing miniatures every month. Yeah, there is saying about leeches. Yeah, I love leeches too, and I'm sure you'll get some leech in future. Don't worry. Yeah, Pierre Pablo is saying about the second bundle. Yeah, the second bundle, the boss isn't a leech. She's a white. You can use, of course, you can use her as a leech. But yeah, he's a white. This is why the bundle is called White Apocalypse. Yeah, Mohammed is giving a good idea. I have a good idea for Golden Brush Winner's Prize. Maybe can winner select a character or enemy for next bundle because a lot of subscribers have 3D printer. I think it would encourage everyone more. Yeah, it's a good idea. Being very honest with you guys, we did some really annoying, some really bad mistakes doing this bundle. Sorry, doing this contest, the Golden Brush that just happened. At the end, everything was okay. In my opinion, the best painted miniature won the competition. The Medusa was amazing. However, we got some really harsh feedback from, not from everyone, of course. The overall feedback was very positive, but we noticed that some some painters were taking the contest too seriously. So, in my opinion, because of the prizes were really cool, especially the first place. So, people entered the competition, the contest, with the intention of winning, not having fun. So maybe the having prizes that worth money can bring people that aren't aligned with Loot's vibe. At Loot, we are trying to make people happy. We are trying to,
Friendly.
yeah, we are very friendly. We want to have fun. We don't want to take things so seriously. So maybe for next contest, I believe prizes like choosing a hero with your name or things like this would encourage much more the hobby guys to enter the contest, not uh, professional painters that want to win a prize, right? Yeah, Jeremiah is saying here to build on the subscriber hero idea. A fun way to do it might be to have subscribers submit characters concepts, maybe drawings, description, or cosplay, and Loot can choose the one they like the best. And I think doing the face and the likeness of the subscriber would be really fun too. Yeah, this is a really cool idea. We already thought about it, and I think we can think of a cool way to make it work. Uh, as I said, things we have. If we count like the working days during a month, we have like 20 days or 22 days to think about a bundle, to sculpt, to test, to print. It's a crazy schedule. However, if we do things in advantage, I think we can make something like this. I'm sure we'll think about a cool solution. June, yeah, I hope so. I miss sculpting. But I think Loot is passing through a transition. The team is getting bigger, the projects are getting more complex. We have some cool projects that we didn't announce yet. So, in my position, I'm trying to make the team more independent. I don't know how to say this. So I think that in a few months I will have more time to make art. I'm getting more involved in the first decisions, the miniature decisions, the art direction itself. But I really miss sculpting. But I think in a few months I will be back to sculpting. Of course, not a lot of characters, but at least one or other. Oh, thanks, Stefan. I'm glad that you like my work. But all the other sculptors are crazy talented too. You are in good hands. As I said as well, Lutz, the company, the team is growing, is getting bigger, but because of the coronavirus and everything, things are very hard here in Brazil. So um, almost everyone is working from home. So this home office system is it's harder to manage the team. Uh, Before this, the office that we work here today is getting really small for everyone. Because of this, we are moving to a new and much bigger office in the next months. So if everything works as expected, in like 3 months, we'll be in a new and very cool office. So you can expect some amazing videos that we'll do there. Thanks, Juni. Oh, the demon that Márcia is painting looks already awesome. I'm seeing just a small. Let me check on YouTube. Just a second, let me check here. Yeah, it looks really cool, yeah, already. Massa, are you tired?
No.
No? Because we were talking to Atila from Pintando Miniaturas as well, and like Marcus, he said that like 2 hours doing live painting, you get tired like a full day of work because you usually in an uncomfortable position, and there's a lot of pressure to paint with a lot of people watching you.
Yes.
Or Avakin is asking, would Loot consider a sculpting contest where the winner gets their entry released as part of the month's bundle? Yeah, this is a cool idea as well. I'm I'm not sure how to make this work, and I'm not sure if we have that many sculptors as subscribers. But yeah, it's a cool idea as well. So Erica wants some dragons. Yeah, don't worry, you will have more dragons in the future. Also, Stefan said, I want to speak English, and I watched many of your sculpting tutorial videos on your old channel. Even if I don't understand the language, I still learn a few things. Maybe when you have time, you learn us a few things in English or make some tutorial so you can buy them. Yeah, thanks, Stefan. Yeah, for those who
Thank
don't, yeah, for those who don't know, I use it to have a channel. I still have it, of course, but I use it to make a lot of videos for a 3D sculpting channel, teaching how to sculpt. So the story behind the history behind Loot was this. I was a sculptor doing statues for big companies. Then with a friend, I started a YouTube channel to teach how to sculpt, and then we created an online uh, course, and we had many great talented students. And uh, after this, after the all the online courses and YouTube channel, we created Loot, and today I think all the sculptors that we have at the moment they came from my online course. So it's really cool to have this opportunity to work with students. They are crazy talented, and I'm very happy with it. Oh, Mohammed is saying, I'm a big fan of your Witcher project. I think you were art director there. Oh yeah, I used it to work for Prime One Studio, and I have the opportunity to sculpt a big Geralt from the Witcher games. Let me see if I can show you. You can see there the Witcher statue. And I was managing other artists doing this project. We did a whole line. It was really cool experience. Boa tarde, Erison. So Stefan is asking a very good question. Why did you choose to have your own website and not go on Patreon like the rest of the creators. Yeah, when we started Loot, our idea was to make something better than everyone else in every aspect. Not only the art itself, we try to make the best art possible with our own style, a more realistic style. But we also wanted to have a better experience for the subscribers. And in my opinion, Patreon was not designed for this kind of subscriptions. So you have a lot of limitations in Patreon. Like if you subscribe today and in a year you want to download the first bundle that you subscribed to, you can't. You don't have access to it. In our website, for example, you can't. You don't even need to back up your files. If you want to download something from months ago, you just go there, find the bundle, and download it. So for me, this is the main best advantage that we have compared to Patreon. However, we have a lot of other small features like much more organized files, and in future we will improve this website. This is like the first version. It was created by my partner here, and he's not even a designer or a programmer. It's a very simple website, but in my opinion, much better. It's already much better than Patreon. But in future, you can expect a much better website with a lot of new features. As I said, we are always trying to improve. Lucas is talking about Jovem Nerd. Yeah, this Jovem Nerd, for those who are not from Brazil, it's a really big group or channel or company here in Brazil. They had a huge podcast. They talk about everything about nerd stuff. And yeah, it would be really cool to have something to do with them. So Juni is asking, were you sculpting your statues into ZBrush too? And how were they produced or printed them? Yeah, before we started Loot, yeah, for like many years I've been using ZBrush only. All the sculptors in Loot sculpt using ZBrush. It's a really cool software. And before I started Loot, I was sculpting for companies around the world. And the process was like, I sculpted a statue, I sent them the files, they would print the files using like crazy expensive printers, not those that we have at home. And because of the printing process, it takes a long time, it's really expensive, they can't print many copies. So they like make this production process of molding and casting, and all the statues are painted by hand. It's a crazy process, like this Batman that I did from the Arcana game. They did like 3,000 copies of it. So you can imagine it's a crazy amount of work to cast and mold and cast every copy, to paint every copy. It's really impressive. So Mohammed is interested. Yeah, man. At the moment, the classes are only in Portuguese. Unfortunately, we had the plan of releasing them in English, but at the moment, Loot, it's taking all my time. If I start new projects, if I decided to release the course in Portuguese, in English, I would have to stop sleeping. So at the moment, I don't have any plans to release the classes in English, but I'm happy to know that you are interested in it. Oh, thanks a lot, Jeremiah. Yeah, uh, it's not because it's our website, but I agree. I think that our system is much better than Patreon. When I get to Patreon, I get lost with all the posts and everything, and I can't access my old files. Yeah, I don't like it. So Stefan is asking, what's your advice for new creators that want to create and sculpt their own bundles? Should be better to focus on a few big statures with dioramas and quality, or miniatures for DD and playing? Oh, Stefan, let me think. I don't know, man. When I started Loot, we already started with more artists. We worked a long time to be able to start the company. So it's a very hard to start something similar to Loot if you are like alone, right? But if I was uh, if I wanted to start something similar, I would start with simple miniatures like very small bundles uh, with I don't know. It's a tricky question because at the moment for Loot, it takes a lot of artists, a lot of money, a lot of everything to do so many miniatures with this quality every month. It's a lot of work to make it happen. But I know that some patrons are like one or two artists working, and they make it work. Doing bigger statues can be a really cool idea. So Kari is asking which week's newsletter will be getting the concept sketches or of the next month's models. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but we should release it soon. Maybe in a week. I'm not sure. We are already working on the next bundle. I guarantee you that it will be really, really cool. But for now, let's focus on the demons. We just released the Planar Cruise, and I think we should uh, focus on it at the moment. People are already printing, painting, talking about it, and in a few days you will see some cool concept art from the next bundle. Oh, thanks a lot, Offbeat Art. I'm glad that you like our website. So, guys, we are getting to the end of the live. Márcia, do you want to say something, or do you want more time to? Even Márcia didn't finish the miniature yet, but she will finish, and we will post photos later. Don't worry about it. But painting during the live it's really hard, I guess. 2 hours only. So do you want to say something before we finish?
No.
No? Yeah, as you can see, she's not of many words. Oh, so guys, I will finish the live already. Thanks a lot for your attention. Thanks a lot for those who sent a lot of questions that interacted with us for the whole live. Uh, Again, sorry for some mistakes that we made during the contest. Some mistake that we do during the bundles, like the tower that I said the piece was oversized. But we are working really hard to completely erase the mistakes from our product. Okay, you can expect less and less errors, less and less mistakes. And that's it. Thanks a lot. I hope you have fun printing and painting those demons. We worked really hard. We are very proud of what we achieved. And I'm sure we will see some really amazing prints and paints in the future. Please leave a feedback here, a comment, anything that you can say will be really good for us, okay? So this is the result that Márcia got during the live. I think it looks really cool. But she will finish this paint job later, and we will post it on our social media. Okay? So, guys, bye bye. Have fun painting, have fun printing. Márcia, do you want to say something?
Thank you very much to stay here with us. And sorry about the camera focus.
Yeah, we're still learning a lot about making miniatures, about filming, and you can expect every time better content from us, okay? So, bye bye guys. Have a good time and see you in the next month with a very cool new bundle, okay? Bye bye, see you later.
Bye bye.